The Last Empress. A Story of Imperial China. The Rise of Empress Dowager Cixi. In the late 19th century, Imperial China was ruled by the Qing dynasty, whose emperors lived in the Forbidden City in Beijing. During this time, a woman named Cixi rose to power and became the de facto ruler of China. Cixi was born in 1835 and was chosen to be a concubine for Emperor Xianfeng when she was just 16 years old. She quickly rose through the ranks and gave birth to a son, who would later become Emperor Tongji. When Xianfeng died in 1861, Cixi became a regent for her young son and ruled alongside other regents. However, Cixi was not content to share power with others. In 1861, she staged a coup and took control of the government. She removed her co-regents and became the de facto ruler of China. Over the next few decades, she would rule China with an iron fist, using her intelligence and cunning to maintain her grip on power. The Boxer Rebellion. One of the biggest challenges Cixi faced during her reign was the Boxer Rebellion. The Boxers were a secret society that opposed Western influence in China and sought to expel all foreigners from the country. In 1900, they launched a violent uprising that targeted foreigners and Chinese Christians. Cixi initially supported the Boxers, seeing them as a way to rid China of foreign influence. However, when Western powers formed an alliance and sent troops to suppress the rebellion, Cixi changed her tune. She realized that the Boxers posed a threat to her own rule and ordered the Imperial army to fight against them. Despite her efforts, the Boxer Rebellion was eventually put down by the Western powers. China was forced to pay reparations and accept foreign influence, which only strengthened Cixi's resolve to modernize China and strengthen its military. Modernization and the end of an era. During her reign, Cixi oversaw many modernization efforts in China. She built railroads, telegraph lines, and modernized the military. However, these efforts were not enough to stave off the growing influence of Western powers. In 1908, Emperor Guangxu died and was succeeded by his nephew, Puyi, the last emperor of China. Cixi initially supported Puyi's rule, but when she fell ill later that year, a power struggle erupted. Cixi died on November 15, 1908, and Puyi was left to rule China on his own. Despite her controversial rule, Cixi's legacy lives on in China today. She is remembered as a strong and intelligent ruler who worked to modernize her country and maintain its independence. Conclusion. The story of Empress Dowager Cixi is one of power, intrigue, and modernization. Cixi was a woman who rose to power in a male-dominated society and used her intelligence and cunning to maintain her grip on the government. She oversaw many modernization efforts in China, but ultimately could not prevent the growing influence of Western powers. Her legacy is still felt in China today, as the country continues to balance tradition and modernity.